Now to that breaking news overnight, Papa John's founder resigned.
Papa John's shares fell nearly 5% Wednesday.
Papa John's started back in 1984 when John Schnatter sold his Camaro to buy pizza-making equipment and started making pizzas in the broom closet of his father's bar. Fast forward to today, and Papa John's has become a global brand with thousands of locations in over 50 countries. But with great success comes great controversy, and we'll be diving into that a little later. Oh boy, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the first big controversy involving Papa John's founder, John Schnatter. This one is a doozy. So in 2012, John Schnatter made some comments during a conference call that caused quite a stir. He criticized the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, and how it would impact the cost of pizza for customers. This caused a major backlash, with many people calling for a boycott of Papa John's. Schnatter eventually stepped down as CEO and issued an apology, but the damage was already done. This controversy was just the beginning of the troubles for Papa John's and John Schnatter, and we'll be delving into the other controversies in the next section. But for now, let's just say that this wasn't the last time Papa John's found itself in hot water. Well, folks, it seems like the controversies just keep on coming when it comes to Papa John's. This time, it's all about the racial slurs and insensitive comments made by none other than John Schnatter himself. In 2018, reports emerged that Schnatter used the N-word during a conference call. He later confirmed the reports and issued an apology, but the damage was already done. Schnatter resigned as chairman of the company's board, and Papa John's struggled to distance itself from the controversy. This incident was just one in a string of public relations headaches for the pizza chain, and it's safe to say that they're still feeling the effects of Schnatter's actions today. So there you have it, another black mark on the history of Papa John's, but we'll keep exploring the controversies and see what else we can uncover. And that, my friends, brings us to the aftermath of John Schnatter's controversial comments. As a result of the N-word incident, Schnatter stepped down as chairman of the board of Papa John's. But that wasn't the end of it. He continued to make headlines as he publicly feuded with the company he founded, suing them and alleging that they covered up the true reason for his departure. It was a messy and public affair, with both sides throwing accusations back and forth. And to make matters even more complicated, Schnatter still owned a significant amount of Papa John's stock, which only added fuel to the fire. But despite all the drama, Papa John's has managed to soldier on and continue serving up pizzas to customers around the world. So there you have it, another wild chapter in the history of Papa John's. Oh, the lawsuits and legal issues. It seems like Papa John's just can't catch a break. In recent years, the pizza chain has faced a number of lawsuits, some brought by customers and some brought by former employees. There have been allegations of wage theft, discrimination, and other unsavory practices. And let's not forget the lawsuits that John Schnatter himself brought against the company. It's been a veritable barrage of legal trouble for Papa John's, and it's enough to make your head spin. But through it all, the company has managed to endure and continue serving up its signature pizzas. So while the lawsuits and legal issues may have caused some headaches, it seems that Papa John's is still going strong. For now, at least. And now we come to a topic that's sure to make your blood boil: deceptive marketing practices. Unfortunately, it seems that Papa John's has been caught up in a few instances of misleading advertising over the years. For example, there have been allegations that the company used false claims about the quality of its ingredients and the size of its pizzas. And let's not forget about those too-good-to-be-true deals that turned out to be exactly that. It's a shame to see a company resort to deceptive tactics to sell its products, but it seems that Papa John's has fallen into that trap on more than one occasion. So, there you have it. Another black mark on the history of Papa John's. But we'll keep exploring the controversies and see what else we can uncover. And now, let's talk about a topic that's near and dear to many people's hearts: waste and sustainability. Unfortunately, Papa John's has been criticized for its use of plastic packaging, which contributes to the growing problem of plastic waste. The company has been slow to adopt more sustainable packaging options, and this has caused some customers to question their loyalty to the brand. It's a shame to see a company that's so focused on delivering pizzas not putting equal effort into reducing its impact on the environment. But, as with all the other controversies, it's a complex issue, and there's more to the story than just the use of plastic packaging. So, stay tuned, because we'll be exploring this issue and all the others in more detail in the next sections. And now, let's talk about a topic that affects us all: how companies treat their employees. Unfortunately, Papa John's has faced criticism for its treatment of workers, with reports of low wages and inadequate benefits. There have been allegations of wage theft, discrimination, and other unfair practices, which has led some employees to speak out and even file lawsuits against the company. It's a shame to see a company that's so focused on delivering pizzas not putting equal effort into treating its workers fairly. But as with all the other controversies, there's more to the story than just these allegations. And we'll be exploring this issue in more detail in the next sections. So hold on tight, folks, because this is just the beginning of our journey into the dark side of Papa John's. And now we come to a topic that's sure to get everyone's political juices flowing: political donations and lobbying efforts. Companies like Papa John's often have a lot of influence when it comes to political matters, and it's important to examine just how that influence is being used. In the case of Papa John's, the company has been criticized for its political donations and lobbying efforts, with some suggesting that these actions may be harming its reputation. Whether it's the perception that the company is aligned with certain political ideologies, or simply the perception that it's more focused on influencing politicians than serving customers, the fact is that these actions can have a real impact on a company's image. So, let's take a closer look at Papa John's political activities and see if they're having a negative effect on the company's reputation. And finally, let's talk about the elephant in the room: the decline in sales and public perception of Papa John's in recent years. With all the controversies and scandals surrounding the company, it's no surprise that its sales and public image have taken a hit. Customers have become disillusioned with the brand, and many have started to look for alternative pizza chains. It's a shame to see a company that was once so well-loved struggling to keep up with its competitors. But the fact is, these controversies have had a real impact on the company's bottom line. So, in this final section, we'll take a closer look at the decline in sales and public perception of Papa John's and try to understand what's behind this downward trend. And now, it's time to talk about what Papa John's is doing to turn things around. After all, it's not all doom and gloom for the pizza chain. Despite the controversies and scandals, the company has been making efforts to improve its image and regain the trust of consumers. Whether it's through changes to its marketing strategy, efforts to improve sustainability, or simply a focus on delivering better pizza, Papa John's is working to win back the hearts and minds of its customers. So in this final section, we'll take a closer look at the company's efforts to recover from its recent challenges and see if it's possible for Papa John's to stage a comeback. Will the company be able to bounce back from its controversies and reclaim its place as one of the top pizza chains? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be an interesting ride. And that's a wrap, folks. We've explored the dark side of Papa John's and uncovered some of the controversies, deception, and waste that have plagued the company in recent years.